Hello. We're back at Sunday 5 p.m. as always. Um Playing Sam & Max Season 2. And the episode we're now playing, I actually forgot the name. What is it called? Chariots of the Dogs. So I hope you're looking forward to this as much as I am, because we're going to play this now. Okay, so I guess let's just dig in and get started.
We're going to have to join together and use every detective skill we know to find Bosco.
Well, that's a no-go. Any more ideas?
Let me think.
Okay, that didn't go well. Didn't have game audio. Since we're this early at the start, let's just restart the whole thing. Sorry.
Okay, we're in, boys.
Bosco! Free anti-mind control helmets for the first 50 lunatics to come out of hiding!
I've been telling you, little pals. He's just plain vanished.
We'd better look around the joint for clues.
Good plan, Sammo. Guess that's why they call you guys in for the brainy stuff, and leave the senseless violence to the likes of me.
I deeply resent that comment, Mr. Paper.
Yeah, Flint. We're going to have to join together and use every detective skill we know to find Bosco.
Well, that's a no-go. Any more ideas?
Let me think.
Alright, this worked better. Sorry about that. I pushed the game mute sound button in OBS, and surprisingly there was still a tiny bit of sound audible. So it took me a moment to realize that's what it was.
Bosco didn't take any pictures of himself. His camera no doubt thanks him.
So how are you folks doing? Hi Cupid Stunt, hi Ada. How's it going? Oh, and I just realized one button that I forgot to push. Alright. Because I didn't start the bot yet, and the bot is where I can see the chat more easily. So once that comes up, I hope I'll see it a little better. Anyway, yeah, I hope you're having a good time. Oh, it wants me to click something.
As informative as Max Impeachment Weekly is, I doubt it'll tell us where Bosco is.
Max walked right into
Keep
that
thinking,
one.
Max.
Oh, right. Thanks for the reminder.
It's Bosco's lighted display board. No Bosco's in here. Bosco? No, different weenie.
Oh, mean. You having a nice slow Sunday? Yeah, I'm good as well. Thank you for asking. I did a bit of vacuuming around the apartment because I'm expecting a delivery soon, something fancy. Not too fancy, but it'll have an effect on next week's stream, I guess. So I can talk about it more then. I don't want to say too much about deliveries that haven't happened yet, because it's an invitation to anyone listening in here. So rather trying to avoid this. Oh, and by the way, I hope the game audio, the voice audio is good today. I moved some things around, and so it should sound a lot better. Did some testing.
We already checked the roof. Just a pigeon AA meeting. Nothing worth mentioning. Bosco, you in there? I hope not, or Bosco be gone. Sure, Bosco. Everybody else is watching you. Our lust for this tangy fruit drink started this whole mess. No clues here. It shows you what's inside what's inside.
It shows you what's inside what's inside. I love that.
Any clues for us, Hugh Bliss? Nope, not a clue. No clues here. Hey, Seismo, what's shaking? All that paranoia. And he couldn't even save himself.
So I'm kind of thinking the radio might be one of the few items that could actually provide a clue. So I'm saving that one for last. If I forget, remind me.
We can't get in until we get past this laser grid.
To get past the laser grid, first you have to forgive the laser grid.
The freezer's Bosco free.
Landmines. I forgot about that one.
A painful reminder of the Bosco-shaped hole in our hearts.
Question is there even anything in this shop? Doesn't really look like much. So I guess that was the last clickable item. So let's try it and see if anything happens.
Are THEM really out there? Are THEM really out there?
Okay, I guess we can't do anything with that either. Huh. What do we have in our inventory? Just our gun. I guess let's talk to Flint, if he has anything to say.
Hey, Flint.
Found anything yet, Sammy?
Still working on it. Any leads on where Bosco went?
He kept yapping on about THEM and his secret bunker. The poor delusional sap.
How long has Bosco been missing?
While you were in Schnitzeltown making chummy with the undead, there was a ruckus in the back of this dive. After that, the B-Man took a powder.
Why were you keeping an eye on Bosco?
A going-away present for my old partner. God rest that bastard. First case he ever had, 40 years ago, and never solved. Some doll who wanted to keep an eye on this Bosco mook. Said he'd done her wrong, and he had to take the fall.
Don't worry, Flint. We've got the skills to find whoever kidnapped Bosco.
I am still president after all.
That may be, but are you a bad enough president to rescue the dude?
What's the word on the street on Bosco's disappearance?
I've been making chin music with every pigeon in this burg, but nobody's singing. Trails dried up like a hobo's inner thigh.
How quickly the lingo goes from colorful to gut-churning.
Stick around, Flint.
You boys know where to find me.
Okay, so we're looking for a
I've
bunker.
always wondered what Bosco keeps hidden back here.
I've always wondered
Oh.
if he's wearing pants back there.
That's a good start, I guess. Bosco's stuff.
It's Bosco's My First Moai Head toy.
Ah, we got that delivered to him in one previous episode. A don't vote for me card.
It's everything we needed to solve last year's hypnotism conspiracy.
Whew! I'd kill for a time machine right about now. Of course, I'd kill for just about anything.
It says the code is in my head.
We better find it soon then. It must be getting lonely.
Chicken eating manure. Ah, that was the proof video. And the APD symptoms assessment card. Cheat codes. And the GPS. And I don't know why we needed weenies.
This keypad must control the laser grid blocking Bosco's bathroom.
Oh, use it to spell boobies. I love that.
Bosco, lasers, and pushing random buttons are three things that don't go well together, little buddy.
Okay, so that explains why when we look at the photos it says, oh, he never took photos of himself. I think, because like if he says it's in my head, maybe he means a tattoo. Although now I'm thinking he has a Moai head.
No siree. Nah. My first Moai head, and hopefully my last.
What do we do with the Moai head to actually get at it?
Nuh-uh. Not happening. Nothing doing. Nope.
Okay, that doesn't work.
Bosco? Nope, different weenie.
Okay, I guess that's the only place we can go here. Oh, can we maybe use it in the bomb begun to open it?
No way.
Oh! It shows us what's inside.
All right. Let's have a look at your x-ray, Mr. Moai Head.
Haha.
See what's causing that persistent tinnitus.
Prognosis, Sam?
Either this toy has a tumor the size of an overfed cat, or it's too dark to read it.
Oh, okay. No, not Sam. Okay, Max. Okay, we have the X-ray viewer, of course.
It looks like...
Say it?
It looks like Bosco's as clever as you are at cutting-edge intellectual humor.
You gotta admit, that is pretty funny.
he went for 531 8008. Okay.
You did it, Sammo.
Let's check in the bathroom for more clues.
Something I hoped he would never say. Let's check in the bathroom for more clues. I was thinking that maybe, you know, it would just indicate he'd look at the Moai head and read something on it. I wonder how he did that with the code. Like, did he use some, like, lead paint or something?
Let's see if there's anything in the bathroom to tell us where Bosco's top secret bunker is. Or maybe the bathroom is his top secret bunker.
This is exactly where I'd want to spend an apocalypse.
I sense that something terrible happened here.
Ho ho! You don't know the half of it.
Paranoiac. 12 survival kits. Bosco Tech Plunger.
The Bosco Tech Drain Liberator 6000. I'm not going anywhere near that thing.
Not after seeing what it did to that sludgy delivery guy.
The sound alone still haunts my nightmares.
Oh my god. Boobies! Yes.
Bosco's been ordering nothing but baking soda and paper mache. Bosco has all his shirts specially treated to block out the thought control rays.
Lest nefarious forces take control of his nipples.
It's empty.
Aww.
Hot toilet wine. Everything Bosco would need to survive for months.
Toilet wine.
From the looks of it, these wine bottles haven't been touched in decades.
Nippy Valley, not Napa Valley, I guess. It's... Oh,
I would clean up in here, but I don't want to disturb any evidence.
the toilet roll is the right way around. Yes!
If you explode it, they will come.
And if it's brown, flush it down.
I would clean up in here, but I don't want to disturb any evidence. Urinals. Such a crude and barbaric means of bladder relief.
Says the guy who uses the fire hydrant.
A jumbo-sized bag of cotton balls.
Don't open it, Sam! I can never eat just one.
Bosco's high-tech 100% convincing disguise kit.
So, which kit was he using last year, then?
It's an industrial-sized barrel of baking soda. Bosco keeps plenty of baking soda on hand to keep the bathroom fresh. Bosco's disguises, each more offensively ludicrous than the last.
Mm-hmm. We've seen those in previous episodes. Although I don't think we've seen this one yet. We've seen the white-haired Mama Bosco, we've seen the Russian, we've seen the French one, and we've seen the British one, but we haven't... I don't think we've seen that one yet. With the glasses. Interesting.
Tons of model volcanoes just like the one on Easter Island. It's like Bosco was obsessed with this shape.
Like I'm obsessed with the shape of Bosco's unnaturally bulbous forearms?
A little like that, but slightly less creepy. Rampaging Roy Neary with a meat and two sides. Recognize that from Easter Island, Max? It's a model volcano.
I'd say it's downright exemplary.
There's no way I'm touching that towel, not after all the people who've been using it.
But Bosco and I are the only ones who ever come back here.
Exactly. Baking soda plus vinegar equals eruption.
Sounds hot, but they didn't leave a phone number.
Oh, can we take that bottle?
A nice aged bottle of Nippy Valley.
Woof! Nippy Valley Woof. For party time or any time.
Some idiot left the cork out, Max. It turned to vinegar.
We have the vinegar we need for the baking soda. Baking soda. So do we want to explode the volcano or the urinal? Not yet sure there. Or the toilet. But I guess we use some baking soda on the volcano. And the vinegar.
It's like I'm always telling you, Sam. We need a much bigger explosion.
This time, you might be right, Max.
Well, this seems like an exploded barrel of baking soda. So what if we just pour the vinegar into the
I don't know
baking
how to
soda?
open the barrel.
What was that for, Sam?
That barrel was looking at me funny.
It worked. I didn't expect that to work. I was just like, it's the only thing I have that can make holes. I thought he would like perforate the edge or something.
And the school board said our cases had no educational merit.
Do it again! Do it again! What's that noise?
Oh, a UFO. If you explode it, they will come.
It's THEM.
Good! About time we found out who's responsible for this travesty.
Whee! I love that the intro is a clickable duck hunt game or whatever it's called. Shooting gallery.
Hey, guys. Look, I can explain.
Did you get a haircut, Bosco? There's something different.
Finally see a doctor about that, personal problem?
You guys done?
Yeah, that's all we got.
Good. Now shut up and help me!
What seems to be the problem, Bessie?
That elevator over there, it's horrible! I went inside looking for THEM, but when I got out, I saw my mother! It gets worse. I ran out of there fast as I could, and when I came out, I was like this! You gotta fix it, guys!
That was surprising. Unexpected. But something else I wanted to say that I was happy about. What was in the intro? Oh yeah, Chariots of the Dogs, of course. If you're not familiar, there was a book, Chariots of the Gods, which basically was the basis for Stargate, where the idea was that the pyramids are landing spots for alien spaceships, that sort of story. So Chariots of the Dogs is a cool idea.
What are you doing on an alien spaceship?
I got tired of being scared of THEM. I finally said, bring them on. I built this device that let me predict where they were going to show up next. Then I let them come on and take me.
So, did you get udders, or are you a boy cow?
That's none of our business, Max. What happened next, Bosco?
I used the device on myself, to test it. After that, it's all a blur.
Where's this THEM detector device you were talking about?
I don't know. I must have lost it in that elevator after I got turned into this thing.
What is this place, Bosco?
You guys still don't get it? This is it. The center of the entire operation of THEM.
Kinda sparse for the headquarters of a sinister cabal bent on world domination.
You don't need much room when you can go anywhere you want through time and space.
The place seems pretty empty. Where are THEY hanging out?
I don't know, but you can bet they're around here somewhere, just waiting to probe us and turn us all into freakish animal-human hybrids.
Bosco, Sam is standing right...
This is even better coming from Max. That was, at least it was one of the books that had that theory as Chariots of the Gods. I'm not sure. I think there's like several books or so about that had that theory of aliens were before. And so not 100% sure like what comes from where.
What's with all the volcanoes back in your store?
Guys, try to keep up. Haven't you figured anything out yet? The volcano is what summons the spaceship, fools!
Sam, is it my imagination, or are we being scolded by the guy who's half cow?
Don't go anywhere, Bosco.
Now where am I gonna go looking like this? Help me get back to normal, guys!
Normal? We'll get you back the way you were before, but we're not promising more than that.
Moo!
What did you say? Appears to be made of the
Move,
finest
fool.
leather from only the finest in mutilated cattle.
Don't joke about that.
I wonder if the captain's chair is made from rich Corinthian leather. Could be a pun on that, because the actor Ricardo Montalban, who did Khan on Star Trek and Mr. Rourke on Fantasy Island, he did an advertisement. I think it was a car, and it had was it real leather upholstery or something like that, or maybe it was fake, and that's why they called it Corinthian. Yeah, so he said he had that phrase, rich Corinthian leather. So I don't know if it's just a dig at him or a combination.
Hey, Max, what do you think this thing is?
Calibrating. Complete. I now have mastered your primitive but no less valid language. Please choose from the following topics of conversation.
I like that this this computer goes like your primitive but no less valid language. That's a nice detail. Most are arrogant. He is actually, well, it's still a valid language. 10, oh, and it's like basic line numbers, 10, 20, 30, 40, so you can put stuff in between if you need it.
Where's the crew?
They are currently occupied with the craft's primary mission. They will arrive shortly to detain you for your own safety.
Who are you?
I am this craft's artificial intelligence. I supervise the operations of this craft and the activities of its crew.
What happened to Bosco?
The intruder made unsanctioned use of the time shuttle.
How do we use that elevator?
Simply choose a destination. Additional destinations can be opened using convenient pre-printed time cards.
Okay. Oh, there are more lines apparently.
What are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
Politically correct default. Suggestive, abusive, passive-aggressive.
Passive-aggressive.
Selection acknowledged. I'll just alter my entire personality matrix to make you more comfortable.
We'd like to get a time card, please.
I cannot print a time card until the captain chooses a destination.
Can we change who the captain is?
What are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
Suggestive.
Oh, that is exactly how I like it.
Who are you?
The better question is, who are you?
Where's the crew?
Don't worry about them. This moment is all about us.
It changes the answers.
What happened to Bosco?
Bosco made illicit use of the time shuttle and just savaged history.
How do we use that elevator?
Print out a card to where you want to go and insert it slowly into the time card reader.
Oh, I think the bot is not happy right now. Huh. Interesting. Where is... Well, I guess we don't really need the bot. I would have said lewd. Okay. Let's go
What
back.
are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
The bot isn't happy today, sorry. Let's go.
Abusive.
Good choice, moron. Did you come up with that yourself, or did your idiot friend help out?
Who are you?
Did it ever dawn on you I might be the ship's computer, moron?
Where's the crew?
They're away talking to people who aren't idiots, which means they're luckier than me.
What happened to Bosco?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Do you think it might have something to do with screwing around with his history, Brainiac?
Ah. So I guess Bosco did time travel?
How do we use that elevator?
It's a time machine. You get time cards. Figure it out, moron.
I'm a little disappointed that the insults are basically just moron. Could have been a little more creative.
So long.
Get lost, failure.
Better?
Appears to be made of the finest leather from only the finest in mutilated cattle.
Don't joke about that.
Looks like some kind of weird alien radio. It's the elevator's emergency recall button.
Emergency recall.
The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator.
Can we take one? Bosco's 1963. So we have Bosco's time card, I guess. This will be interesting.
Bosco's again? How'd we end up back here?
Judging from the lack of safety railings and ready availability of guns and ammo, I'd say we've gone back in time. Seems to be sometime in the early sweet mother of mole sauce.
You fools gonna buy something, or do you want to make a baby?
Well now. 9mm hollow points are always special. Nations rise and nations fall, but those hot weenies will outlast us all.
Okay. I'm assuming we have to talk to her, so I'm saving her for last.
They're beautiful.
They're
beautiful.
baby food and bum wipes. If you use less of one, you wouldn't need as many of the other.
No.
What a waste. What a senseless waste. Looks like a weird bread-making machine.
Don't be silly. That's my baby maker. You take a spit sample from the mother and one from the father, mix them together in that machine, and then out comes a happy little bundle of perfection.
Finally, somebody explains how that works.
That's not the generally agreed upon method, Max. What's this?
It's my chemical sampler. Get somebody to spit on it, and it gives you a sample test tube for the baby maker.
Mind if we borrow it?
Go ahead. I already got all I need.
This sample has been completely contaminated by milk. It'll have to be replaced.
So can we make Max, Sam or Max, Bosco's dad? Let's use Max.
I think I'm better off not knowing what Max is made of. I don't need a sample from him.
Oh, there's a wine bottle.
Russians send first woman into space.
Soon they'll send all their women into space.
Not funny.
A nice aged bottle of Nippy Valley brand vinegar.
Ah, some idiot left the cork in, Sam. It's still wine.
Let's just let that breathe for a few decades, Max.
Oh, okay, so that's basically us causing what we did before.
No timeout needed. We're better to crunch numbers than in the John. My paws are spotless. Oh, the germs look so young.
Okay.
I'm still fairly sure I can hold it.
That was a weird camera angle. Oh, a carbon dater.
Hey, Max, remember that old carbon dater we got from Sybil last year?
Yeah, we gave it to Bosco so he could keep scanning his weenies.
Looks like he's made some modifications to it.
Ah, that was the device he lost. And I guess he spilled the milk.
Cold orange things you suck never go out of style. Milk and hooch. Something for the kiddies and something for your cereal.
So Bosco is half milk and half his mother. Yeah, I guess it is.
Milk and hooch. Something for the kiddies and something for your cereal.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Gives timeout for number one a whole new meaning.
So we got the machine and we know what Bosco did.
You must be Mrs. Bosco.
That's Ms. Bosco. I don't want any part of your oppressive patriarchy.
Fair enough, ma'am. Miss, you.
Who are you?
Sam and Max, freelance police.
Finally, the police. Maybe you can help me catch that fool.
Which fool did you want us to catch exactly?
That man who just came in here yelling about conspiracies and busting up the place.
Bosco always did know how to make a memorable first impression.
We're here to help your son.
I don't have a son. You think it's not enough I'm a businesswoman and inventor? A woman's only useful if she's got a son.
It's not that. We're friends with him.
Well, acquaintances.
We know him.
We've spoken to him more than once.
Doesn't matter. I'm not defined by my children. But when I do have one, she's gonna be the most perfect little angel.
Can you tell us more about the man who trashed your shop?
He took one look at me and screamed.
That should narrow the list of suspects down to any man with eyes.
Then he stumbled back and ran right into my baby maker.
Ouch!
What was that you said about making a baby?
I'm made uncomfortable by this line of questioning, Sam.
That's just because you're scared of a world where career-minded women don't need to be tied to a man to have a family. This ain't the past anymore. It's the 1960s. They can talk about putting a person on the moon, and I can invent a baby-making machine.
Well, how does this baby-making machine work?
You just take a DNA sample from the mother and the other person and combine them in that machine. Let it bake a couple hours and you've got a beautiful baby girl. Or boy, I guess. I've already got my own samples in there. I'm gonna test it out tonight after closing.
How do you get the DNA samples?
Isn't that obvious? Saliva, fools!
Well, naturally.
Oh, of course.
Where'd you get the father's sample?
Oh, him. Well, I was just in Washington, D.C. for a special occasion, and when I was touring the White House, I met a nice man in a dark suit. He was polite and didn't say much. Seemed like his spit was as good as anybody else's, so I picked him.
Wait, we've met a guy in a black suit that would hang out at the White House. Agent Superball. So that was that was Bosco's intended father. Oh wow.
We can't take the case, but we'll keep an eye out for your vandal, Miss Bosco.
I swear if I ever find him, I'm gonna make sure he gets no pleasure in this life.
Ah, I haven't heard a tale of motherly love like that since the Manchurian Candidate.
See you later, Miss Bosco.
We're gonna pick up some swingin' 60s chicks and start a groovy hullabaloo.
Men.
Cut it out, Max. You don't even like girls.
Oh, right.
You got a problem with women?
Nah, just never interested. With all the general malice I have to get done in a day, girls are just a huge waste of time.
I have never been as turned on as I am right now.
What?
You just never found the right woman, and I never found the right man. Forget the baby maker.
Catastrophic temporal anomaly detected.
Run away with me, Max, my white stallion.
Curse my irresistible animal magnetism.
Oh god, what do we... Oh god. Catastrophic temporal failure. Alright,
Max just isn't that into you.
Oh, geez, Sam, show a little tact. What he means to say is, there is absolutely no way, no how I would ever be interested in you until the day the Earth is consumed by the flames of our exploding sun.
You say that now.
Max is belligerent, recalcitrant, and quite possibly psychotic.
So you're jealous, is that it? Want to keep him all to yourself?
I never knew you felt this way, Sam.
Temporal anomaly detected.
Shut up. It's not like that. Max doesn't even like girls.
They're a nuisance at best.
Hasn't been interested since... Well, when did that start exactly?
I think it all goes back to that time we were... No flashback? Okay. Well, it's been ever since junior high.
no flashback. How old was Superball in the 60s? Yeah, he doesn't really look super old. I mean, this game is 2000s, I think. So, you know, assuming what Superball would be, I don't know. I mean, he looks more 40-ish, maybe 50-ish. So, you know, he could have been born in 1950 at best. At the earliest. So, he would have been 10 in the 60s? Seems kind of weird. Like, even, you know, I think this game was, what, 2007 or something like that? So even assuming it was 2000 and that Superball at that point was 50, he would still be 10. So, I don't know, yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but who knows? Maybe he time traveled too? I don't know. Okay, what can Max... Wait, I think we haven't said... you
Miss
should
Bosco,
reconsider.
I really think you should reconsider.
I can already see us living next door to that nice detective.
Well, it would be nice having someone to do my laundry.
You don't even wear clothes.
And yet, I always end up with so many blood-stained shirts. 'Tis a mystery.
Think of your children. What about that?
I won't need kids once I have the love of my Max. He'll be my new little pet project.
I'm president of the U.S., and you'd make a lousy first lady.
You just don't know what you want. I may not be the first, but I'm the last lady you'll ever need.
I'm a bad seed. I can't be faithful to just one woman.
Oh, I'm enough for at least a dozen women. You dog, you.
Just looking at you repulses me.
And that's from a guy who has a 12-volume scrapbook labeled Things I Have Shed.
You can try to push me away, but I know how you really feel.
We're from different worlds. I'm from Earth, and you're from the freakiest planet of the freak system.
Opposites attract, baby. You're the only man not falling over himself to get me.
I'm married to my career.
They had the ceremony in Canada because it's legal there.
All those excuses you keep making just prove you need me.
Look, lady, you just don't get it. I'm just not into you.
Keep on protesting. It just makes me know you're the one.
Oh, so we have to get him to actually come on to her?
About you and Max.
You mean the future Mr. Bosco?
Okay.
You're wasting your time, Miss Bosco. Max just isn't interested.
The more he protests, the more I know he's the one.
Okay, so... I guess we have to get Max...
The one constant across all human cultures of all times is a massive amount of waste. Wow, Mama Bosco really fell for you hard.
She's only human.
And it's human nature to want most the thing you can never have?
I guess, Confucius. I just mean I'd be more into her if she were a cyborg or moth creature or something. Just plain girls are dumb.
How are you enjoying the 60s, Max?
I want to get out of here before they start swinging, Sam.
Remember, Max, if we see a hippie, just shoot to wound. We don't want to kill the parents of any important scientists or something.
Right, because all the best scientists have names like Tree and Sunshine.
Hang loose, Max.
That's the only way I know how to hang.
What does this machine do?
No siree. Nah. Nothing doing. Nope. Nuh-uh. No way. Not happening.
Don't really know how to use that machine yet.
The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator.
What do you think you're doing?
You know, the usual. Traveling through time and stuff.
Override. You've caused a catastrophic temporal anomaly. You're going back to the ship so you can think about what you've done.
Okay, so I guess that was just the justification why we can't go outside. So Bosco doesn't seem very happy.
Just look at what you did.
Sam, what's a catastrophic temporal paradox?
That!
What the hell did you guys do?
Max, when you made Mama Bosco decide not to have a baby, that meant Bosco was never born.
But if Bosco was never born, then we never would have gone back to meet Mama Bosco in the first place. Neat!
Are you fools just gonna stand there explaining everything, or are you gonna fix me?
Sheesh! Give a guy a cool cow body, and all of a sudden he's the owner of the time stream.
Alright, let's see. Boss cow. I didn't even see that yet. Can we use that machine?
Bosco already scanned himself with this thing.
Wait, I missed Max. Can I scan Max?
Moo.
It printed a time card with Stinky's logo on it.
Oh, interesting. Can we scan Sam?
It printed out a card with the Intergalactic Freelance Police logo. Sounds intriguingly futuristic.
Okay.
Nah. No siree. Nuh-uh. Not happening. Nothing doing. Bosco already scanned himself with this thing.
Oh, okay, so that's where he got the card, I
fool.
guess. Okay, so do we have anything else that we can scan?
Nope.
Oh. There's a door here. Oh, another alien device.
There appears to be an 18% loss of efficiency in the starboard tachyon pulse perambulator. It'd take me 4 days to fix.
You have 30 seconds.
Star Trek joke with Scotty. Nice.
Moo.
Bosco's oppressors could spring out of there any moment, ray guns blazing.
So I guess we can't go there.
No way.
Okay. Stinky's card and freelance police card. It's interesting. It has a Star Trek-like logo that says Sam and Max Freelance Police. The other has... Let's go to Stinky's first, I think. This might be interesting.
What do you two want?
It's the one true Stinky.
Are we glad to see you?
Why?
Still, it's a new person to talk to.
Look, Sam, it's us as impressionable preteens.
Exceedingly well done!
Oh, and Bluster Blaster. Aww. Oh, the tart cake is here. The other cake is missing.
Looks like Girl Stinky was telling the truth for once. The gooey molasses tart cake really is an old family recipe. Hi, Stinky.
Are you the parents of those two parasites?
Well, not exactly.
Although we do still have a time machine, so I wouldn't completely rule out the possibility. Just saying.
We bring a warning from the future.
In about 25 years, you're going to be murdered.
Murdered my swollen pancreas. I once wrestled 4 rabid grizzlies while standing on the back of a rutting alligator while being pelted with Karari-tipped darts and fighting off a case of irritable bowel syndrome. I'd like to meet the man who could murder old Stinky.
Hi, I'm Max.
Honest, Stinky, we're detectives, and we've seen all the evidence. You're gonna get offed.
When? How? And who's going to do it?
Well, we don't know exactly.
Detectives is really more of a catch-all term for guys with guns.
Some woman claiming to be your granddaughter has taken over your restaurant.
Granddaughter my cleft palate. I never had any children.
Really? A cantankerous, misanthropic, hairy old cuss like you would be great with kids.
Perhaps. Someday.
Yeah, I don't want to rush you, Stinky, but if you're planning kids, you're gonna have to get on that pretty quick.
We want to order something.
Too bad.
We'll take a pan-fried red panda with... What?
Can't you see? I'm so close to perfecting my gooey molasses tar cake. I can't be arsed to cook for you hooligans when I got so much cooking to do.
What's a gooey molasses tar cake?
It's based on my ancient family recipe. But my proud, knuckle-dragging forefathers never thought to use my secret ingredient.
The blood of innocence!
Nutmeg.
You're both wrong, and you're both stupid. It's the one thing no one has ever thought to use before.
We're from the Public Health Board.
Almost none of the vermin in this establishment are wearing federally approved hairnets.
Government types. Pah! Weak and pathetic, the lot of ye. You can't even begin to comprehend what I'm doing here. My dishes will challenge the weak and weed out the inferiors like you jelly-jawed lip-flappers. Only the strongest will survive. It will be glorious!
So, are you going to show us to our table, or what?
How are the 80s treating you, Stinky?
What are you two still doing here? No animals allowed in my diner.
It's okay. We're service animals.
I'll test your tar cake for you, Stinky.
Sam can and will eat anything.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? To just waltz into a restaurant and order something to eat. You're just trying to find out my secret ingredient. Well, you won't, because it's the one thing no one has ever thought to use.
Could we be seated already?
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
We're being discriminated against, Sam.
Thanks for the chat, Stinky.
Just go away and die.
But most of all, thanks for just being you.
Check this out. It's from 1963, and it's signed by the President. My dearest Maxine, meet me tonight at Stinky's. See your... Holy... I didn't think they knew that word back then.
The president's wife wasn't named Maxine.
What is this, the Temperance League? Lighten up!
Looks like this case has a screw loose.
Okay, I accidentally clicked a button there. Let's try getting that
Check
again.
this out. It's from 1963, and it's signed by the President. My dearest Maxine, meet me tonight at Stinky's, etc., censored. Looks like this case has a screw loose.
Okay, sadly we didn't get it. Wait, didn't we see a screwdriver? Somewhere? Was that at Bosco's?
Another satisfied customer.
Devil memorabilia. Were there apple crates here?
That's just the one song. As Stinky would say, if you don't like it, go deaf.
There's
Can
a
I borrow
screwdriver.
that screwdriver? Well, as long as you promise to bring it back. I hate to think what would happen if I had to stop working on computers. Sure thing, kid. Max, distract Stinky for me.
Oh my God! Look, Stinky!
Yeah, what?
Somebody's trying to break into your display case!
Ah, real smooth, little buddy.
I like that they picked Bluster Blaster.
Bluster Blaster.
Wait your turn!
Hey, champ, what are you working on? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
But we're strangers who have candy and cool guns you can play with.
Well, that should be okay. I'm working on my new arcade game, Bluster Blaster.
Wait, Sam made Bluster Blaster?
What are you doing with Bluster Blaster? I built him from a kit. Now I'm just working on the AI.
Now I remember! You used to be a total nerd, Sam! Funny, though. All this time we've spent talking to the cops, and you never once mentioned you're the guy who built Bluster Blaster.
It just never seemed relevant, I guess. What's wrong with the video game? It's fine, I guess. But with only a 1 megahertz processor and this 8-bit I.O. adapter, the AI doesn't get enough cycles to... Can the dork lingo, Chubbs. Just give me the recap. It'd be easy enough to download a new AI, but I haven't found one that's any good.
Download? In the 80s? What? The timelines here are getting wonkier and wonkier. Wait,
What was that you needed for your video game again? A new artificial intelligence, Grandpa. Don't you grown-ups know anything about computers? Shouldn't you kids be outside playing or dating or whatnot? Outside? It's 8 o'clock at night.
When I was your age, I would have set fire to at least 4 different categories of things by this hour.
Nuh-uh. You would have been playing that video game all day, just like he is.
Don't you sass me, boy! You're lucky that you grew up to be the only one who knows how to use the time machine, kid.
There's got to be something more constructive to do than work on this game all night. Well, there is that prom at the school tonight. This year's theme is Summer of Awakening Desire. Lame.
Lame! Lame!
Well said.
A smooth kid like you must have dozens of girls wanting to go to the prom with you.
Don't lie to the boy, Sam!
Nah, all the girls are into Max because he's mean to them. And also, he doesn't complain when they dress him up in their doll clothes.
Ah, the precious memories.
Let's stick to one neurosis at a time, Max.
Okay.
Aren't you worried you're turning into something of a,
Dweeb? Doofus? Dorkwad?
who cares? I don't need you guys or anybody else. Max never calls me names.
That's right, Poindexter.
Good shot.
Don't you want to get out and meet more sexy young people your age? Yeah, who's got time for that? My video game is so close to perfect.
You're amazing.
Oh, Bluster Blaster, you know me too well.
Make good choices, son. Didn't you guys say I could play with your guns? We lied, kid.
Remember this. It's a good life lesson.
Oh, we need an AI? So we need the spaceship AI, I guess.
I knew Girl Stinky didn't really salvage this from the Titanic Part 2. Memorable toast. Is that toast, Lincoln?
It looks like, yeah, the lower left here. Looks like a Lincoln-shaped toast.
Hey, little guy. What are you scamps up to?
I'm only playing Bluster Blaster, the newest and best video game ever made. Duh!
Nice try.
Shouldn't you kids be doing something constructive? Or at least less nerdy?
Today I get to do anything I want.
You do anything you want every day, Max.
You're the best.
What's so great about this video game?
Are you kidding? This game is the only thing that really understands me.
You rock hard.
See what I mean?
So it makes him, it complements him. They could download stuff in the 80s. They just need an acoustic coupler and a phone. Like in The Matrix. That was set in the 80s, right? Close. In the 98's.
I vaguely remember something very important about this day. What was it?
There was my party? Duh!
Don't forget that prom and after-prom kissing retreat tonight, Max.
Boring!
Great job! You're getting better!
Just say no, little buddy.
Word up!
Alright, so we have to get the depressed AI. Or the insulting AI.
Old Stinky was the only one who could make a restaurant feel like home.
Can we take off the AI? Wait, maybe we can use the screwdriver to peel it off? Oh, it works!
It's sealed on there with some futuristic super adhesive. I'd never be able to pry it off.
Aw. Can we unadhesive it?
Not happening. I already scanned Max with this thing. That's how we got here. It's a letter from the president to a movie starlet named Maxine LePew back in 1963, asking for a rendezvous at Stinky's.
Okay, that doesn't work. So I guess we're going to freelance police time. Future time. Seeing if we find anything there. He did say something like futuristic adhesive, right? So maybe...
Sam, more visitors.
I don't know how to use a light bulb with that.
There, Sam.
So Sam is looking like, what's his name from Doctor Who? The Dalek Davros. The creator of the Daleks, and Max is kind of looking like Geordi from Star Trek. And the calendar has the Elcar's Star Trek user interface look. That's nice.
How embarrassing. This is 30 stardates behind.
I like how they made the music a little bit more futuristic, but in a retro way. Sorry.
Hello, future me. I can't shoot, Max. Apparently, all those years of adventuring have taken their toll. I can't use these things together. Hiya, future Max.
Oh, hey, guys. Look, Sam, more visitors for your special day. Comically backwards past versions of ourselves.
Nah, I want to keep these shoestrings.
That's nice, Sam.
The future is a baffling potpourri of peculiar sights and odors.
Yes, our advanced world must be frightening and confusing to you. I'll try to speak slowly so that your 21st century brains can understand.
You must have been having a ton of exciting future adventures in space.
No, we don't take that many cases anymore. We try to stay mostly around this street and the neighboring shops. Still?
Do you remember how we cured Bosco of his parentage problems?
Bosco. Oh, he's the guy who invented Skynet, isn't he? No, I was hoping I'd be the one who did that. I don't remember much about that case. Something about spit, wasn't it?
That's nice. At least they put a reminder in.
I'm glad to see the old freelance police are still in business.
Yes, dear stupid past Sam. But of course, now we're a wholly owned subsidiary of Stinky Corp.
What's Stinky Corp?
Get a load of this, Sam. These yokels have never heard of Stinky Corp.
I don't feel like playing darts right now.
Yes. Well, anyway, Stinky Corp is the mega corporation that owns everything in the future. Stinky made enough money from her diner to take over the world? No, cretinous Max. From her super adhesive.
What's this about Stinky Super Adhesive?
It revolutionized the whole galaxy. Now it's used for everything from scrapbooking to alien spacecraft. She's claimed in interviews that it was based on an old family formula. But Sam and I think we figured out the real secret. It's made from mole men.
Okay, so we probably have to uninvent the adhesive. So maybe that came out of the tar because tar is sticky. So if we break the family recipe, then that will mean that she won't have it for the future, and that in turn will mean that the futuristic adhesive on the AI here will not be there. Sounds good, right?
So much in the office has changed.
Oh, the wonders I could show the two of you if I wasn't afraid of violating the time stream. Yeah, the time stream's asking for it. Well, okay. In the future, we can make phone calls to other people even when we're not at home. My God! And our cars now have additional brake lights above the rear seats.
That's basically our present.
What about robots? Do we have robot slaves in the future?
With lasers? Oh, you uncultivated savages. Robots are used for controlling our spaceships these days. Surely you've heard of the Maintron 28,000 line? Well, of course! Right, Sam?
Everybody's heard of that. I can't shoot, Max. If you're not taking cases, what do you guys do?
I've become an expert in volcanology, and Sam is... well, Sam is in his own world now.
Great transmogrifying vapor wolves of Rigel 17. Booster rocket through the Van Allen belt. I'm in my office.
In volcanology, does that mean he's a Trekkie?
What's wrong with the other me?
Oh, he's fine. Mostly. The years add up, though.
It's lint from my pocket. This should be useful later. Be seeing ya.
So long! That's how we say goodbye in the future.
It says Stinky Stick-Tight Adhesive, based on an old family recipe. #1 throughout the entire galaxy, with secret ingredient bitumen 13.
It can't be all that big a secret if it's on the poster.
Maybe secrets are different in the future.
Bitumen 13, that's his ingredient. So if we tell him that that's his secret ingredient, maybe he will
With
pick
this
something
bad boy,
else.
We'll never need another file cabinet. High-tech rats. What future dystopia is this?
There's a model
Looks
volcano.
like we kept Bosco's model volcano after all these years.
Blowing things up for science will never go out of style.
I like that instead of the news collection, there seems to be a space helmet behind us.
Whee!
Where we're going, we won't need Coach. Having a volcano in our office was just a bad idea.
Nonsense! Giving me unrestricted access to it for the last century was a bad idea.
The future is frightening and confusing.
I could try to explain our ways, but to your primitive ears it would sound like unintelligible, high-pitched whirring.
Wait, I thought he was the future Max.
He is, Sam. You really are easy to fool.
See you later.
I don't think it gets much later than this.
Their appeal is timeless. When did the Jetsons move in? There goes the neighborhood.
Do. Is Leonard still in there?
Whoa!
I hate pack rats. Guess we couldn't afford 2 tape drives.
That was kind of, guess we couldn't afford 2 tape drives was a nice pun on, you know, like when in the 80s, for example, or in the 90s, like around that time, early 90s, late 80s, when you bought a computer, sometimes, you know, they had 2 disk drives or 2 data sets or whatever the external drive was, but they didn't have a hard disk yet. So, you know, like if you couldn't afford the expensive hard disk, then often you got one with 2 drives. Because, you know, then you could have like the system on one disk in one drive, and whatever files you wanted to work on that you wanted to pop out and put others in the other. And so I like that they're kind of pointing at that and going, hey, I guess we couldn't afford 2 tape drives. I also like that it's retro-futuristic. It's really like Star Trek or something. Okay, so I guess we're going back to Stinky's. And telling him about Bitumen 13 in the hope that that will change his recipe.
I'll test your tar cake for you, Stinky.
Sam can and will eat anything.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? To just waltz into a restaurant and order something to eat. You're just trying to find out my secret ingredient. Well, you won't, because it's the one thing no one has ever thought to use.
So long, Stinky.
Ah.
Can't we?
Gooey molasses tar cake. So long, Stinky.
Can't tell him.
Looks like Girl Stinky was telling the truth for once. The gooey molasses tar cake really is an old family recipe.
How can we get the bitumen?
Old Stinky was the only one who could make a restaurant feel like home.
Can we carbon date the letter? No, not anymore. Can we use the letter as a card?
Nothing doing.
Okay, then let's go back home.
Where's the crew?
They're away talking to people who aren't idiots, which means they're luckier than me.
We'd like to get a time card, please.
I cannot print a time card until the captain chooses a destination.
So long.
Get lost, failure.
Oh, can we maybe measure the captain's chair? Oh, I think
No,
we
sirree.
tried that.
Bosco already scanned himself with this thing. No way.
Hmm. I'm kind of thinking we need to somehow get to the White House. Wait, let's see if that letter does anything with Mama Bosco. Maybe it will...
Nuh-uh.
What?
Nope.
Well, it was worth a try.
Russians send first woman into space.
Soon they'll send all their women into space.
Nah. We're better to crunch numbers than in the John.
Can we... Carbon?
Nope. Nah. Nuh-uh. We don't need to. It says the year right on the bottle. 2 weeks ago.
Ah, one of the Nippy Valley's finest vintages.
Not happening. Nothing doing.
Okay, nothing here.
No siree. No way. Nothing doing. Nah. Nope.
So, wondering what I can do anywhere.
I've already scanned myself with this thing.
Oh,
What was that?
It printed a time card with the presidential seal and some strange numbers.
ah, yes. That worked, I guess. Scanning random stuff. 1963 0917.
Look, Sam, it's my summer office.
I don't think so, Max. Take a look around.
Welcome to the Oval Office, visitors. Next tour begins in 30 minutes.
This is a long time before the horrific sequence of events that led to your presidency.
I'm not leader of the free world here? This will not stand.
Oh, maybe one thing that I'm wondering is, maybe it's not Agent Superball himself, but maybe it's his father.
It's the official calendar of the United States. The best part of being president is changing the date for the entire country.
I don't want to change the date right now. I'm temporarily confused enough as it is.
Yeah, we did that in a puzzle in the earlier seasons, where we changed like what day it was and declared a certain holiday.
I wonder who's in this picture.
It probably came with the frame.
The father of our country.
I wonder whose face that is. Like, I'm not sure it's the real.
The father of our country.
It looks more like a photo, so I'm wondering if it's really. I don't know, what is that, Franklin? Washington? I think Washington looked different. Although it could be a young one, maybe, I don't know.
The father of our country.
But I wonder if they took, like, some developer's face here, or if that's just a too realistic looking one.
Americana. Foreign policy for ninjas. If I remember my history correctly, today's the day of the pivotal Rat Peace Accords. We'd better not disturb them. Hi there, random Secret Service agent.
I can answer any of your questions. Please don't touch anything. I'm Agent Superball.
Superball?
It's a code name, sir. I'm a bouncer. Secret Service humor.
In the future, we know a guy who looks just like you, with the same name.
I've never seen you before, and there couldn't be another Agent Superball, sir. The code names are unique.
Oh, Superball! I get it.
The codenames are unique. So maybe we do meet him twice.
Where's the president?
He's in the war room. Important national crisis. And when I said national crisis, I meant to say he's just watching television. We are not at the brink of war with Cuba.
All right. Clear. Nuke the commie
I think we've seen enough of the war room for one lifetime, Max.
Yeah, you're right, Sam. Having to hurt people from a distance takes all the fun out of it anyway.
How long have you been working for the White House?
Just a few months. I've already been assigned my first door.
That's all you do? Guard this door?
Not at all, sir. I also provide tours, run the patent office, and narrate public service announcements.
That's a lot of work for one man.
I'm still new. In 40 years, I'll be promoted to receptionist.
We need your help with something official.
What will it be, sir?
Oh, we want a
We
patent.
want exclusive rights to produce our latest invention.
We wish to crush competing inventors to see them driven before us and hear the lamentations of their patent lawyers.
Very well. What'll it be?
Light-hearted surgery supplies. Perpetual motion cat litter formula. Safe self-rocking baby crib.
It's a formula for cat litter that explodes when it comes into contact with urine.
That's clever, sir. But I can't just issue a patent on an idea. I'd need a sample of the invention, plus an explanation of what makes it unique.
Okay.
We want to hear you narrate a public service announcement.
All right. Are your cigarettes killing you? As unbelievable as it might seem, cigarettes made outside the U.S. actually contain chemicals that are addictive and possibly even harmful. For your own safety and that of your children, smoke only homeland-grown tobacco, the kind doctors recommend for your good health. Now you know, for a better America.
Not at all in bed with the tobacco industry.
We'd like a tour of the office.
Very well, sir. That's a desk. There's a couch. Another couch is there. A calendar. Some pictures. The door you see behind me is 100% Northwestern white pine with an interior flat jamb in.
That's plenty, thanks.
Okay, but I think it says he needs an example of the patent. But since we can time travel, I guess what we need to do is get the tar cake and then bring it to him and patent it. And then Stinky can't have it. And maybe never gets famous. We'll see.
Just keep guarding that door.
Gladly, sir.
Did you see a strange woman in here a while ago?
A sort of career woman, asking everyone to spit.
That's the one.
Yes, sir. I admired her independent spirit and sass.
What do you think of the president?
He's the greatest man who ever lived, sir.
Oh, these poor bastards of the 60s having to grow up in a world without David Arquette.
Heard any good gossip about the president?
Extra toes or nipples, can't talk to the press without slices of ham stuffed down his pants. Stuff like that.
The president is beyond reproach, sir. I won't hear any more of it.
We came here from the far-off future.
Aren't you amazed and surprised?
Isn't that shocking?
I've seen a lot of things, sir. It takes a lot to shock me.
Oh, really?
I guess we'll have to shock him somehow to make him spit.
I bet we could surprise you.
Can't be done, sir. I'm imperturbable.
We killed your dog.
I'm surprised, sir.
Really?
Yes, surprised that you try that one again. It never works.
We're your new sons.
And we want to live in your house and raise my children of questionable parentage.
And we're both axe murderers.
And I'm voting for Barry Goldwater.
Nothing?
It's like I said, sir. I'm not startled easily.
We come from the beginning of the 21st century.
In the future, television is delivered through thick cables instead of being sent through the air.
Does that not blow your ever-loving mind?
Not really, sir. I'm not easily startled.
All right, we give up.
The man's a rock, Sam.
Nice try, sirs. I almost felt my pulse rate increase there.
Keep up the
Okay.
good work.
We
Thank
need
you,
to
sir.
get him to spit while drinking, I guess. Oh, we give him the letter.
Washington, shove your nuts in my mouth and I'll crack 'em.
Please don't make fun of nuts.
Because, of course, the president is beyond reproach.
My dearest Maxine, meet me tonight. Tender caresses down your... And a donkey. Love, the prez. That's very shocking, sir. Where were they going to meet?
Inside Stinky's Diner.
Stinkies? I can't believe the president would eat at Stinkies. I've lost all respect for the man.
Okay, we've got it. At least we've got the sample and can hopefully fix Bosco. I'm a bit sad that we can't do like, you know, if this game was a little bigger, then maybe they would have done something like, you know, where you can go to other places where you find spit as well, and then you get like several different things that you can do. You know, to turn Bosco into something else, but not Bosco. But I don't think we have that.
Time stream altered. Jackass.
Okay. Let's go back home and see what Bosco is doing.
Bosco! You're back to normal!
Hello, fool. Mr. President Fool.
I suspect we got the wrong dad, Max.
Okay, so I guess we will get that. Ah. That's interesting. So Super Ball is not actually Bosco's father.
Who are you?
Did it ever dawn on you I might be the ship's computer, moron?
So long.
Get lost, failure.
Wait, maybe we can... So let's see if we can scan anyone at the Oval Office then. But I like that they do like different Boscos.
This far in the past, I assumed the Earth was still flat. I'm guessing they couldn't fit a television on there. A true Weasel Scout would keep his merit badges on him at all times.
Be prepared. Be very prepared.
Oh, it's this magazine.
Things to do in Dallas. Things to do in Dallas.
Lead a cattle drive, eat some barbecue.
Things to do.
Donate to the school book depository. Oh my god. The Kennedy jokes are a little dark. Ah, missed. Alright, let's try that again.
Nuh-uh. No siree. No way. Not happening.
So how can we scan Super Ball?
It printed a time card with our logo on it.
Ah, okay. So I guess that's a good way of, like, I mean, it doesn't quite make sense which of these we get where. But, it's a way to get, the game to unlock. Like, once you've unlocked this area, you can scan him, which will unlock the next area.
Nothing doing. No way.
Okay, so I guess in general we can only scan people? Let's see what this says. If that gets us back into... Maybe that gets us back to present day. And that way we can go to Stinky's and get the finished cake. That might be it.
Heaping helpings of tachyons in a gravy boat at the Grand Duchess's bat mitzvah.
What disgusting hellhole have we ended up in this time?
Looks strangely familiar, like Super Ball.
I'm not here, sirs. You can safely ignore me.
Done.
Max, have you been sending Boxy Betty to... What? Hey, buddy! Throw us that remote control, would you? You're gonna need this! Thanks, buddy. Be you later.
Okay, so we have an egg now.
There's nothing good on, or bad on, for that matter.
Ceremonial urn.
It's the mysterious egg we got from ourselves in the future.
Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. Why is there a skull with a candle here?
Jimmy still hasn't come home? It's the model volcano that started this whole mess.
It was very thoughtful of future us to bring it back as a souvenir.
What are you doing here in our office?
Investigating the president's disappearance, sir.
So, you're back with the Secret Service then?
Sure.
Max wasn't missing. We've been on a case.
We got beamed on board a spaceship.
That's ridiculous, sir. Must have been a weather balloon.
That was no balloon. It was a spaceship. Bosco saw it too.
Gas leak. Mass hypnosis.
2 abductions on the same street in the same week? And you're going to just try and cover it up?
I can neither confirm nor deny a cover-up, sir.
We met a guy in Washington who's a dead ringer for you.
That would be me, sir.
That was 40 years ago. You couldn't still look that young without a time machine or something.
Clean living, sir. There's no such thing as time machines.
There's no such thing as time machines, right? Okay.
Can you help us with our case?
What seems to be the problem?
Bosco's been abducted.
Easily explained, sir.
And he's trapped on a time-traveling spaceship.
There's no such thing as time travel, sir. Look into my eyes, please.
What were we talking about?
You'd said that Mr. Bosco is having a perfectly rational vacation in Pago Pago.
Yes. Pago Pago. Hey, look, Max. It's Agent Superball.
You were saying something, sir.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
Very good, sir.
How'd you find out we were missing?
There was a rat, sir. Claimed he was de facto owner of this office since your disappearance. He was quickly taken away for questioning.
Wow, it always takes us ages to get rid of Jimmy Two-Teeth. We must be slipping, Max.
All this time, I never thought to use rendition.
Don't you feel better now that you're no longer working for bad guys like Jorgen?
Yes. I enjoy working for the Secret Service. Fighting the good fight. Protecting the president.
That reminds me, Sam. Can we wrap this case up pretty soon? I've got a healthcare system and 5 foreign governments to topple. And I'm way behind schedule.
Were you able to patch things up with Mrs. Superball?
That's a negative, sir. We spoke briefly. It ended badly. She says she can't talk to me when I'm emotional like this.
Don't worry, Superball.
Every time life closes one door, it opens another.
That thought disgusts and terrifies me, sir.
Be seeing you, Superball.
We can't seem to avoid it.
Yeah, so obviously he's not with the Secret Service, but rather working for something else, and maybe not even... We can't go through that door.
All points bulletin. We need a new bulletin. I stopped using this once I realized we don't actually use files.
Wait, have we already scanned him, or...
I've already scanned myself with this thing.
No, not yourself. Get out of the way.
Weird. It says I've already scanned him.
That's the same Superball we met over 40 years ago?
I'm aging gracefully, sir. Clean living.
Okay, so he has a time machine, I guess. Happy retirement.
The Flora Brady has twice the style the Fauna one ever did. Nope. Nah, not happening. Nuh-uh. No siree. Nuh-uh. No way. Nothing doing. Nope. Max had to hang up his halo.
Aww. That's a cute thing, though, that they kept the halo he got from the drinking holy water from the Jurgen episode. I kind of suspect that Superball went back and did something. while he flashed us. No, wait, he didn't. Like, that came out wrong. We still have a chemical sampler, so we can sample someone else. Where else can we go? Time card, Super Balls, Stinkies. Can we scan Max or Sam? In the future, maybe? Or something like that? Or sample. I like that even the vase is sci-fi suddenly.
I don't need a sample from him.
Okay, I guess we don't.
I don't need a sample from him. It says Stinky Stick-Tight Adhesive, based on an old family recipe, with secret ingredient vitamin 13. The bulletin board's all wet and ruined. We must get careless in the future.
Who cares?
High-tech rats. What future dystopia is this? Whoa! I hate pack rats. Their appeal is timeless.
Yeah, we've already seen that. We know about Bitumen 13, we just don't know how to tell him about it. Maybe there's someone else near the White House?
If I remember my history correctly, today's the day of the pivotal Rat Peace Accords. We'd better not disturb them. No siree. Nah.
Can we put a cork
Not
in
happening. No siree. Nope. Better not. We need your help with something official.
What will it be, sir?
Just keep guarding that door.
Gladly, sir.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, we have the envelope now.
According to that letter, this isn't the only thing the president licked.
Oh!
Should be plenty of DNA-rich spit left on this envelope.
The president's a very thorough licker.
Okay, that's what I missed. He threw the envelope away over there. Okay. So now we get to Mama Bosco. And hopefully that will turn Bosco into himself. Or maybe that's just the second attempt. But I mean, he's really the only other guy we know who was in there and might have worn a nice suit. All right.
Time stream altered. Jackass.
So let's go home and see how Bosco looks. Gorger baby food. That looks like the Bosco we know.
Hey, Bosco's back to his old gruesome self.
Took you fools long enough.
We've still got to figure out how to fix that time paradox, though.
I don't know. I kind of like seeing less of Bosco.
Yeah, but we don't want to rip a hole in the space-time continuum, little pal.
We don't?
Okay.
Looks like some kind of weird alien radio. It's the elevator's emergency recall button.
So...
Either we've seen a huge spike in theta wave radiation off the port bow, or I have no idea how to read this thing.
I'm kind of wondering, like, this seems to have a speaker, and we can get Superball to say things. Oh. A tractor beam. So maybe we can get... what's his name? Superball to speak something for us that we can use with this device. I mean, the question is, what will it do? Like, is this Superball's spaceship?
That must be the alien's abduction beam.
Okay. And I guess we can't go out there still.
There's no way to open it.
Alright.
Appears to be made of the finest leather from only the finest in mutilated cattle.
Okay, he doesn't mind anymore.
Either we've seen a huge spike in theta wave radiation off the port bow, or I have no idea how to read this thing.
Why do we have an egg? So, how can we get... So we have to get Stinky's patent to get Sam and Max to be Sam and Max, I guess.
I'll test your tar cake for you, Stinky.
Sam can and will eat anything.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? To just waltz into a restaurant and order something to eat. You're just trying to find out my secret ingredient. Well, you won't, because it's the one thing no one has ever thought to use.
So long, Stinky.
Ah.
Looks like Girl Stinky was telling the truth for once. The gooey molasses tar cake really is an old family recipe.
Can we carbon
Nothing
date?
doing.
Oh, we haven't scanned Stinky
Weird.
yet.
It doesn't work on him for some incomprehensible reason we don't care enough about to pursue further.
Good. Keep your fancy gewgaws and who's your what's it away from me.
Nuh-uh. Not happening.
scan Bluster Blaster?
Nope. I already scanned Max with this thing. That's how we got here. I've already scanned myself with this thing. Nah. No way.
The music is nice, sounds really very 80s. Oh, reviews.
F+. I'm not sure if that's failing well or failing poorly.
So what do we have? Don't see anything offhand that we can use with him. So, future office. Also, I guess the office time card, I guess, is we scanned Super Ball and then we got his future self, so that actually makes sense. And the Oval Office time card, we scanned Miss Bosco because the president is there and she took a sample from him. So that makes sense as well. But why we scanned... So like Sam getting his future makes sense. Getting Bosco's inconvenience from scanning Bosco made sense that he did that. But scanning Max and getting Stinky's... Well, I guess his future changed here. If we screw it up properly. Let's go back to Super Ball and see if he has anything to do. Is he still here?
I stopped using this once I realized we don't actually use files. My summer desk. My summer desk.
What?
My desk. Banang! Desk lamps are not something I care to discuss in mixed company. Good place for a bath, right in front of the window. Remember Easter Island? Yeah, me either. There's a couple of hooligans ruckus making down there. Smile Timber. Seems like only yesterday it was Gapril. How's the cover-up going?
Very well, sir. Is what I'd say if there was a cover-up, which there isn't.
Did we ask for help with our case?
Which case is that, sir?
The one with all the time traveling.
There's no such thing as time travel, sir.
Of course not. Hey, look, Max. It's Agent Superball.
You were saying something, sir?
I can't remember.
Very good, sir.
Be seeing you, Superball. Hey, Superball, want to give us a sample of your spit?
More than anything, sir, but I can't. It wouldn't be proper.
More than anything. He wants to spit at us.
Nuh-uh. I really don't want to screw that. Nah. Better not. VCRs are old news. Time for a Laserdisc player. There's nothing good on, or bad on, for that matter. The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator. About you and Max.
You mean the future Mr. Bosco?
I think I'd rather take napalm in an IV drip while being pulled through a wheat thresher than spend another second with you.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
Look, lady, you just don't get it. I'm just not into you.
Keep on protesting. It just makes me know you're the one.
We can't get at our telephone, so we can't prank call her.
Cold orange thinks you suck. Never go out of style. It's a bottle of proto-vinegar that should be very useful about 40 years from now.
I think we've tried to scan this already.
I've
right?
already scanned
Whoops.
myself with this thing.
Not you.
Nope. No way. Nothing doing. Not happening. We don't need to. It says the year right on the bottle. No siree.
All right. It's our usual break time, so we'll be back in a moment. I invite you to do the same as I will be doing, which is drink a little bit, get up, stretch, or, sit down, take a break, whatever. Changes things up for you a little bit. And then we'll see each other in about 5 minutes. Bye-bye.